Mr President, as we are still in the month of March, I'm taking the opportunity to speak today in the context of International Women's Day. March 8th was International Women's Day. It's a global day to bring focus to continuing inequality experienced by women globally. The United Nations highlights that despite some progress, real change has been and continues to be very slow for the majority of women and girls in the world. There is not a single country globally that can claim to have achieved full gender equity. Many obstacles remain for women in law and in culture. Women and girls continue to be undervalued. They work more and earn less and have fewer choices. Women experience multiple forms of violence at home and in public spaces. And in many countries, there are significant efforts to roll back hard-won feminist gains. There's still much work to be done, which is why each year International Women's Day provides an important opportunity to mobilise global action to achieve gender equality and human rights of all women and girls. Mr President, International Women's Day is also a day to celebrate the social, economic, cultural and political achievements of women. And this can be a day of actively celebrating women's achievements and encouraging their passions. And today I want to celebrate the achievements of two remarkable young women in my community, Amelia Howell and Clara Kim. Firstly, Amelia. Amelia's passion is soccer. I was delighted to attend the 2020 Kingborough Awards in January this year and witness Amelia being named the Young Citizen of the Year for her outstanding commitment and leadership to young women through sport. She's been coaching under-8 girls soccer for the Kingborough Lions United Football Club since she was just 12 years old. She's one of Kingborough's youngest coaches. She coaches and trains 3 days a week. On weekends, she's playing her own games and supporting the games of the girls that she coaches. She's involved with junior Come and Try days, and she volunteers her time at the Women's Soccer League and to help run holiday programs for the club. Emmy was very humbled to be singled out for this award. In fact, she's a very quiet and reserved girl. As she sees it, she's part of a team, and it's the whole team that deserves to be recognised, including her friend and fellow young coach, Jess Shreve. Jess first came along to soccer training to help Amelia and then started coaching herself. Riley Pitchford, who's the Junior Development Coordinator at the club, says it's hard to get young people, particularly girls, to step up into coaching roles. But studies show that giving girls leadership opportunities early in life develops self-confidence, problem-solving skills and sets them up for future success. It's Emmy's sense of teamwork that epitomises her coaching style. She aims to give her players confidence to participate in it and particularly to enjoy the game. Emmy and Jess are part of the ladder of inspiration that helps girls to stick with sport, seeing how those older than you are achieving and what they are willing to participate in and give back. But Emmy also just loves playing for the sake of playing and wants the girls that she coaches to love it too. It's young women like Amelia and Jess who'll be our sports superstars, but also importantly our community leaders in years to come, and I wish them both every success. The other young woman I'd like to talk about briefly is Clara Kim. Clara is an equally talented young woman living in the Nelson community. Clara's passion is communicating, particularly public speaking. I first met Clara at Taroona High School last year, where I was honoured to present her with the Debating and Public Speaking Scholarship in 2019. But Clara has many other accolades to her name. In 2019, she came third in a national competition, the My First Speech competition. This nationwide competition asks students to put themselves in the shoes of a newly elected Member of Parliament and deliver a 3-minute speech about an issue they are passionate about. Clara spoke on ways the government could increase access to education in Australia's rural and regional areas. Placing third nationally offered Clara the opportunity to visit Canberra and give her speech on the floor of Parliament. Mr President and others, I invite members here to reflect back on their first speech in this House and imagine how giving that speech at age 15 in federal Parliament, knowing it's being broadcast across the country, may have felt. You can probably understand why Clara described it as nerve-wracking. But she was also thrilled to do it and described the experience as being gold. Clara is also the Tasmanian recipient of the 2019 Simpson Prize, a competition which encourages participants to explore the significance of the Anzac experience and what it has meant for Australia. In 2019, Clara also won the International Student of the Year Award at the Study Tasmania's International Student Shine Awards and a Chinese Language Proficiency Award. You might think with all these awards that Clara is a natural public speaker, but she sees it differently. I was surprised when she told me that although she loves public speaking, she felt that initially she wasn't very good at it. Mr. President, Clara told me she would feel nervous and that it didn't come naturally and it was something that she had to work hard at. She told me, if you want to do better for yourself, you'll find a way to get better. Clara credits her role models and mentors as being important to her success, in particular the encouragement and support she received from her two teachers at Taroona High School. When we talked about public speaking, Clara noted that as a society, we are attuned to hearing male voices as powerful. It's another often unconscious bias we hold which can be a barrier to women's equality. Clara wants to tell other young women that they too can speak up and be powerful with their own feminine voice. I add my voice to that call, as I'm sure my colleagues in this place do too. I wish Clara every success, and I feel confident that hers is a voice of leadership we will most certainly be hearing into the future.